Mason and the magical night light. Mason was a little boy who was not a fan of the dark. When nighttime came, his room was a galaxy of nightlights. A rocket ship glowed in one corner, stars twinkled on the ceiling, and a friendly dinosaur lamp stood guard on his bedside table. But even with all his glowing friends, the shadows in between looked like mysterious monsters, and Mason would hide under his covers until he fell asleep. One warm evening, a tiny light zipped through his open window. It wasn't a star or a lamp, it was a friendly firefly. The firefly danced in the air, blinking a cheerful hello. Mason peeked out from his blanket, his eyes wide with wonder. The little bug glowed so brightly and seemed so brave in the dark room. The firefly, whom Mason decided to call Flicker, zipped over to the window and blinked 3 times, as if to say, "Come with me." Mason hesitated. Outside was the big, dark night, but Flicker's light was so warm and inviting. Taking a deep breath, Mason slipped out of bed and tiptoed out the back door into his yard, which bordered a quiet forest. He thought the forest would be scary, but it wasn't. Flicker was met by hundreds of other fireflies, and together they lit up the trees like a floating city of tiny lanterns. The ground wasn't dark either. Soft, glowing mushrooms cast a gentle blue and green light along the path, and dewdrops on leaves sparkled like tiny diamonds. Mason giggled as he and Flicker played a game of tag among the glowing mushrooms. He saw a family of owls with big, bright eyes hooting softly from a branch, and watched bats swoop gracefully against the moonlit sky. Nothing was scary at all. It was magical and full of life. When a gentle yawn escaped him, Flicker led Mason back to his house. From his bed, Mason watched his new friend and his family sparkle outside his window. The shadows in his room no longer looked like monsters. Now they were just quiet, sleepy places, resting before another sunny day. Mason snuggled under his covers, his heart full of a new, happy feeling. He realized that the nighttime wasn't something to be afraid of. It had its own special kind of beauty and magic. With a smile on his face, he closed his eyes and dreamed of dancing lights in the magical, glowing forest.
Like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.